Hello, I'm here today to share the payments and expenses flow of a seven-figure business that I'm working for right now. I think sometimes when we hear about, a business making $2 million in revenue, we might feel like they must have everything so figured out. A lot of it is smoke and mirrors, or just the understanding that as long as things look really good on the outside, that's really all of what most people care about. So the truth is that when I started working for this business 3 weeks ago, this is what the incoming, just the money that comes in for me to catalog that's been deposited, and the money that I have to pay out if there's one receipt. And then what happens whenever an employee takes a picture of an item because they bought something. And this is a mess. This is not what you would imagine a seven-figure business would look like. Everybody works in iteration. And this business has put a lot of effort into getting their operations really well oiled for the front end. But on the back end, they needed to start with something. And now they need to grow out of that. And we happen to be a good match. So I get to be that person, which is great. Because if I had to do this every single day of my life, I would quit because this is awful. You're not actually doing much that's really helpful. So what we have going on so far is a plan to change it into this. Right now, if someone clocks in, it is my job to parse every single task that they do. In the future, the employees are going to do that themselves. If they buy an item, I just have to focus on making sure that they value taking a picture right away of the receipt and logging it properly. This is where a lot of our time gets lost. And now that's the only manual step because everything else is going to be just right in job tread. It's going to be organized right away. And then if I get an invoice, it's like one step for me instead of saving it literally 6 different places. Same for if I have to pay things, it's going to be a lot simpler to keep track of. And if we receive money, we're still going to split it up a little bit because that is just a useful thing for us. This is also what I do when I'm keeping track of finances at home. I split it into different accounts because it just helps my brain understand. And that's okay if we're going to have little quirks like that. It is whatever works best for the business owner's brain. It's not, you have to follow some formula that worked for somebody else. And then the goal is that as I calm this chaos down step by step, I will free up my time so that then I can start adding in other pieces of this workflow and make them better. Because if we can't write down the flow of how the information is passing through person to person, no matter what we're talking about on the admin role or the interior designer is talking to the bookkeeper kind of thing, then we don't actually have a process and people don't know who's responsible for what job. And then things get lost. When we fix these things, it makes our life better. It makes our business run better. And it also makes us more valuable to our customers. So again, whether you are a business making $10,000 or $2 million, it all goes in iteration, and you are meant to cobble together a system and then work with it and then go back and upgrade it and work with it and go back and upgrade it. Okay, that's it. My name's Nikki, and I hope you enjoyed this rundown. Okay, thanks and have a great day.